All right, I posted a reel earlier. Kind of went through. I had a lot of guys reaching out to me, and we'll get into conversation, talk to their struggles, their pain points, yada yada. And it comes down, I don't have time. I'm on vacation, or I got this work project I'm doing, or I got this internship I'm joining, and it's just not the right time. I need more time. There's the family, and wait till the kids go back to school. And I get a lot of this. I mean, I made a reel, but I don't feel like reels quite do justice, nor do Instagram stories. I give you like a minute or whatever. I always lose my thought process in the middle of that. So I figured I'd go through it and kind of explain why most blue collar guys will never get jacked. And it is a matter of mindset, to be honest, around that. I don't have time. I don't know. Somebody asked me a question on my Q&A yesterday or a few days ago. Pretty much was like, how bad do you want it? Is what it comes down to. If you really want something bad enough, like, you're gonna get it. How does the drug addict figure out how to get $750 every single week or more? I mean, they want it bad enough. So not to say you gotta be crazy obsessive like that, but everything's time management. We all have 24 hours in the day. Somebody in your position, if not harder, is figuring it out and making more progress than you. So it's like, you should be able to have that structure and figure it out for you. And a lot of times that excuse is just so they can avoid what's actually causing them not to make progress. I'm just busy. That's the cabinets are getting cleared out every single night. Like, okay, yeah, everyone's busy, but not everyone's eating Ben and Jerry's every single night. And that's usually not the root cause problem. It's like, I'm busy, and then it's just X, Y, and Z, like I said. So if I were you, and what I tell most of my guys, like, okay, it's like, is it really a time thing? And like, if it actually is a time thing, let's say in a perfect world, what does that look like for you? Uh, and then really break it down to base level. Do you need like no job, no wife, no kids, no career, no nothing to get in shape? I mean, it's all part of life. I think as you really go through fitness and get into the mindset and start to understand it and see it for what it is, because you've made the correct progress and you've actually lost weight or built the muscle, you realize it's much less about like, oh, everything has to be perfect here and perfect there, and let me make sure everything's structured and timed and managed. And it kind of just becomes part of your life. Like, no one likes to brush their teeth or floss or anything. It's like, but we figure out how to do it. Some of us have crazy schedules. Maybe you got to brush your teeth here, there, then. I mean, you figure it out, right? Because you see the necessity in it, if that makes sense. So it's like, not necessarily that we want it, but we see the benefits. It's like fitness and has all those health benefits, right? But it also has all the internal self-confidence benefits. You see yourself in the mirror, you're more jacked, you can pick up more weight. I mean, there's a lot more to it. So in a sense, you should care about your fitness goals more than you care about your fucking teeth health. That makes sense to a point. It's just the time thing is always funny to me, because I'm like, dude, you have plenty of fucking time in the world. Like, I got a client right now who's driving to and from work 2 hours. He's in the car for 4 hours a fucking day, 8-hour, 10-hour shifts, whatever. Dude's away from his house for like 18 hours every single day. Still meal preps, still hits his goals, still hits the gym. I don't know. Tell me, how is that possible? So it's like, but I will say he's one of those clients I have that really fucking wants it. The guys I coach that really want it, it's quite evident right away. It's like, okay, they're asking all the questions. How can we do this? Can we do that? Is this okay? Is this bad? Is this good? Is this left? How's this exercise look? How's this weight look? These people are they move with speed and they move with care. And when you have those two, it's like quite dangerous combo. But again, you got to get past that. I don't have time to even be in a position to have those traits. It's like that. That excuse says way more about yourself than it does about what's actually going on in your life. And two, I mean, break it down. Like, I don't have a left arm, so I can't work out. Or I can't ever get in shape. It's like, maybe that might be true to an extent, or at least it'll be a lot harder for you, you know? But it's like, how does that excuse serve you? You know, it's not serving me. I'm fine with whatever you want to do. It's cool, you know? You got too much time, you got a family, you got a job, you want to still stay, that cool, you know? I'm here to help, but I'm not here to convince you how to live your life. I just lost my train of thought because I don't know if how many of you guys are in the East Coast, if you can see that umbrella in the background here. Yeah, you can see it. It might fly away. But we'll see what happens. But what was I saying? I don't know. I just think that time excuses. It's kind of sad. It's like the excuses really only help you. They help justify your feeling of inadequacy or your knowing of inaction. We all know. We all go to bed and we're like, okay, did I really do as much as I needed to today? Probably not. You know, like even I wake up and I feel behind. Right? I gotta go. There's not enough hours. There's not enough time. And even by like fucking 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm like, you know, I shouldn't have fucking done that workout, or I shouldn't have taken the dogs out. It's an extra 30 minutes of time I wasted. And, like, you should constantly be thinking of what could I have done more? How could I have been better in the last 24 hours? Like when your head hits the pillow, you shouldn't be like, I earned this, yes. Like really think through the day, did you earn it? Like, okay, if you had to squeeze more in those 24 hours, how could you do it? How could you time manage that? And over time, you'll start to really, I don't know what the correct word is, but you take yourself out of your own environment mentally for a little bit and just observe it, think about it. Okay, what's the best case scenario? Almost as if like you're mentoring yourself, you're giving yourself advice, unbiased advice, like what's the most logical path for this person to take right now, or could this person really have worked a little bit harder, or like if you were your own mentee, is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway, if you were like the student in that case, like, or you know, you're the teacher and you're trying to teach yourself, what would you have said? You know, like, would you have just been like, yeah, good job, you know, you did great? Or would you give yourself real advice? Like, you probably shouldn't scroll on Instagram for those 2 hours. Or you probably shouldn't have watched those 17 YouTube videos and you got home from work. Now you no meals for tomorrow and you're going to repeat your Wendy's, Dunkin' Donuts, 6 Red Bull diet. I mean, there's all kinds of different analogies you can make too. But again, excuses are justifying your just lack of action and lack of results. We can all blame something. Genetics, this, that. I don't know. Truly, we can all blame something. And it's also funny to see it from a coach's perspective. Like the ones that complain the most and the ones that, I don't know, always have a reason as to why they're not this or why they're not that or why you're ahead of them or why they don't have what you have. They always have an easier life than you. Their excuses are always completely invalidated. It's like, where are you pulling that from? It's like, I've known you since you were 4. And it just seems to be like the easier in upbringing, the less actual excuses you can use. That's like the opposite. The more you use. I don't even know if that makes sense, if I explain that correctly. And flip it back to the quote. The most disadvantageous upbringing is the most advantageous upbringing. And like the more trauma you have pushes you past and allows you to direct it to something positive, where it's like you got no fire under your ass, you've got nothing to work, nothing to move towards, nothing to do. Not to say that you don't, but it's like if, I don't know, your parents die and you're the oldest sibling of 4, now you gotta look after 3 or 4 kids, and like, yeah, that's a different type of drive, and that person's probably gonna be a lot more successful than both of us are. It's interesting thought. It definitely seems to be the ones that have suffered the most and the ones that have gone through the most. They work the hardest, they expect the least, and they don't care to talk to anybody about what they've been through or use it as an excuse or a sob story or, I need a personal day. It's my dad died. Like, whatever. I'm fucking, yeah, maybe your dad did die. Maybe, but no, all jokes aside, if your dad did die, yeah, I mean, it's nuts. It's tragedy, it's sad, it sucks, but I lost my dad at 12, 13, something like that. Like, nobody knows that. I don't think I've ever talked about that on here. My close friends know that, but again, it's like, nobody would ever guess it. I don't care to think about it and loathe my sorrows, and I don't think any of us should. And that's a little side tangent on excuses, right? But again, we all have a card we could pull, but use it to your advantage. Pull that card in the opposite scenario. Like, instead of my genetics are the reason I'm out of shape, make it be the genetics are the reason I have to work so fucking hard to be in shape and stay in shape, right? I mean, I could show you a family picture. I mean, nobody in my family's pushing fitness like crazy per se, but you wouldn't say, oh, that kid's got great genetics, right? And I know a lot of you that are in shape and jacked can say the same thing. It's like a reason for you to push that hard was because of your genetics and the people around you and aunts and uncles and everybody who's eating everything and big, and it's all about food. And I don't know, maybe once forces you to look the other path and go down the other road and be the different one. Or you just follow the crowd and have that excuse cover you. So, it's an interesting, I mean, if you guys are still watching this, definitely appreciate you 100%. I like to go on these mindset rants and, I don't know, just sift through my mind. You know, like, I'll talk to, you can only get so much across to a client. I'm not going to be like, you're an asshole because you don't want to fucking get in shape. I don't care at the end of the day, but I like to go through it like this. There's a select few that will watch this and probably get some sort of value out of it and be like, yeah, you know, he's right. Maybe fuck my excuses or my this I've been saying. Or, you know, people ask me, kind of fell off, or, oh, you know, you put on 20, 30 pounds. There's just the little comments people make, and you're like, yeah, it's the job, or you're like this, it's that. It's like we all have an excuse, right? Or like comparison with others. It's just hard, you know, somebody's been in the game longer than you, somebody's been doing something longer than you, and you're like, I don't have this, they have that, they have more followers, they have more money, they have more access to food, they have better access to, dude, you can keep going down. It's funny to bring it all up like that and bring it to its core, because you can only say so much, like I said, over a sales call or over a fucking, I don't know, DM, one-on-one call, like anything. You can only get so much across without being too direct. You know, here I can speak to the masses and just like, no, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I don't. It's like, no, I'm here to help. I'm not trying to change your belief or make you do something you don't want to do or eat foods you don't want to eat. That's not my position at all. Well, the excuses definitely is a big one for most people. Not for me. Once I realized it's like, oh yeah, the excuses that whether I was saying them out loud or not, I'm like, yeah, I kind of sound like a bitch. Like, am I gonna identify as the person that's not that because of that, or the person that is that because of that? I don't know. It's like, it's much cooler for Denzel Washington to say he grew up extremely poor with no lights and they had to go to bed at 6 p.m. because the sun was going to go down, and now he's worth what, 9 figures almost. It's like, that's much cooler story than saying, oh, you know, I'm working at this gas station, fucking an alcoholic, and I got this shitty lifestyle and I make $10 a day because of so and so or such and such situation. And it's like, flip it. Why let it bring you down? I think you get to choose which way it pushes you, which is way off topic now. but not again. Nobody doesn't have time. We all have time. Yeah, just a matter of what you prioritize. And again, like I said, if you prioritize your family and your job over your looks and your physique and your health, it's fine. I mean, but be honest with yourself. You know, it's like, is this a real goal, or is this just a vanity thing, or do I really need to get myself in shape because of fucking health? And, you know, I want to be here for my kids. Well, just different sides to the coin, and I'm not here to tell you which one to live and do. Definitely reach out in the DMs and on Instagram. I can talk over anything. I can point you in the right direction, but I can't give you life advice. I had a guy the other day, he's like, I don't really have a goal. I'm like, is that because you're like starting your new job, or because you're just like not quite sure about life and where you're going? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out myself. It's like, well, it's something I can't help you with, brother. Sorry. Why are we talking if you just like, nah, I don't have a goal. I don't know. Gotta figure that out. Like, do some digging, man. Go on a spiritual fucking awakening walk. I don't know. But you're not gonna find it talking to fitness coaches in the DMs. But I'm here for everybody. If you ever need anything, again, shoot me a message. This was a little longer video. Definitely went on a little side tangent here, but yeah, most blue collar workers will never be jacked because they truly think they don't have time. It's like, if you've been doing the same job for 20, 30 years, all right, you know, another 20, 30, you'll be closing in on retirement. It's like, are your days gonna look too much different? Probably not. It's like, all right, if you're not gonna change your job and you still want this goal, like, something's gotta fall in between. You can't just wait for the fucking stars to align. And the government's gonna be like, here, everyone, $1 million. It's like, no one has to work. Everything's covered for. We got robots now. Maybe that's down the line. I don't know, but it's like everyone's waiting for a handout, a scratch ticket, a fucking. Anyway, I'll stop ranting. Hope you guys get some value out of that. And yeah, time management. You have time, 100%. Stop waiting. And yeah. I don't know. I gotta check on this fucking umbrella. See what's a little crooked, but yeah, no. Catch you guys in the next one, whenever that may be. Whenever you're watching this, have a good morning, evening, night, and peace.